Welcome to another episode of Frontliners, a program dedicated to helping us know more about our Department of Foreign Affairs. A considerable number of overseas Filipino workers go to the Middle East to find not only a job, but the hope that these Filipinos will be able to provide for their family, even if it means being away from them. There are also bountiful resources in the Middle East and Africa that the Philippines has a great interest in. This is where the Office of Middle East and African Affairs comes in. Today, Assistant Secretary Girlie Garcia will show us the complex and diverse relationships the Philippines has with the Middle East and Africa. Good afternoon, Sec Girlie Garcia.
Good afternoon po.
First of all, how long have you been with the Department of Foreign Affairs?
I have been with the Department of Foreign Affairs since 1981, 34 years ago.
And what are the countries that you have been posted in?
My first posting was in Singapore, and then after that I was assigned to Sydney, Australia. After that, Israel, first time as a Consul General, and then South Africa, Korea, Egypt as ambassador for the first time, and then Israel as ambassador. That was my last post.
As the head of this office, how long have you been its head?
As Assistant Secretary for Middle East and African Affairs, I've been here since August 2011. That's 3 years in August. I came from Israel at that time. But as far as Middle East affairs are concerned, I've been involved in it since 1991 when I first came here to this office as a director, and then I was assigned to the Middle East after that.
So, ano ang trabaho ng opisina dito sa Department of Foreign Affairs?
Ang Office of Middle East and African Affairs basically nagpro-provide ng kumbaga staff support. Support para sa ating mga mas mataas na mga opisyal kay Secretary of Foreign Affairs, para to give him a complete view of what goes on in the region that will enable him to make a decision on how best to go forward. On a day-to-day level, ang ginagawa talaga namin ay, of course, to enhance cooperation, bilateral relations between the Philippines and lahat ng mga bansa sa region namin. There are more than 70, as you know, 54 in Africa and almost 20 in the Middle East. So, every day, yun ang amin, meron tayong mga embahada sa region at consulate. Sila ang aming sinusupervise, at meron din tayong yung mga embassies nila dito, kaming nakikipag-ugnayan sa kanila.
Ilan po ang embassies po natin sa Africa at sa Middle East?
Sa Africa, meron tayong 5 embassies.
So mas malaki, mas marami sa Middle East kesa sa Africa. You would think that the Africa would be the bigger bulk dahil continent siya.
That's the thing, no? We have only 5 embassies in Africa. Again, dealing with 54 countries. So that's almost 11 countries bawat embassy. And then, ironically, meron din 5 African embassies dito sa Pilipinas.
Dito sa Africa dahil 5 lang. Ano po yung mga bansa itong sinasakupan na meron tayong embahada?
Sa South, meron tayo sa South Africa, sa Pretoria. Sa West Africa, meron tayo sa Nigeria. Sa East Africa, meron tayo sa Kenya. Meron tayo sa North Africa, 2, Libya at Egypt.
Okay, so geographical ang location ng ating mga embahada dyan sa Africa, more or less.
More or less geographical, yes. That's right.
And then, of course, itong 5 nag-spread sa iba't ibang mga bansa as may mga ibang consuls or
hindi, ang pag-cover natin sa ibang bansa will be what we call non-resident basis. So, halimbawa, yung ating embassy sa Egypt, kino-cover niya hindi lang Egypt, sa kanya yung Sudan, Sa kanya yung Djibouti, sa kanya yung Ethiopia, I think.
So bilang tagapangasiwa nga dito sa ating bansa, dito sa Middle East at Africa, kayo ang gaya na sinabi ninyo, kayo ang nagre-report kay Secretary Del Rosario kung may pangangailangan in terms of political, economic issues.
Yes.
Ganun lang yan.
Basically, we have three foreign policy objectives. Political, as you said, in terms of national security. Tapos meron tayong economic. Of course, we want to expand trade.
Yes.
And protection of our nationals. In this region, sa ating sa Middle East and Africa, dahil sa dami ng Pilipino doon, talagang kuminsan nagiging paramount priority yung protection of nationals a lot of times. Kaya malaking hamon sa amin na i-expand to other areas katulad ng trade. And we're trying to do that.
So ang pinag-usapan dito, nationals, ito kasama rin dito yung overseas workers natin.
Ayun na ho yun.
Yun na yun. Siyempre, nandun pa sa ibang bansa, usually, overseas workers.
Meron na tayong almost 2 million Filipinos in the region.
In both Africa and Middle East. Okay. Maliban po dyan, alam natin ito yung region na very volatile ang political situation. Ano sa tingin po ninyo ang madali sa trabaho ninyo at ano yung mahirap sa trabaho ninyo bilang head nitong opisina?
It's really hard to say na hard or easy. Pero I can just say kung ano ang talagang preoccupation namin, kung saan kami talagang nagpo-focus, And primarily talagang binabantayan namin yung mga developments doon para ma-determine, malaman namin kung paano namin maproprotektahan ang interest ng not just the workers but ng Pilipinas. So, binabantayan natin yung mga batas na nangyayari doon, mga political developments. Tapos, at the same time, nag-negotiate din ho tayo ng mga agreements sa kanila para maprotektahan yung ating, yung interest ng ating workers. Din tayo, nakikipag-ugnayan din tayo na magkaroon ng mga bilateral consultations na tinatawag para magkaroon ng paraan na magkakaroon kami ng communication kung saan tayo magkakaroon ng cooperation sa kanila. Usually, dinideal natin dito yung mga economic cooperation, mga political and legal cooperation, mga air services agreement, we try to bring the countries in this region closer to us so that we can better serve our interests.
Let us pause for a break. Frontliners will be back after this.